Every morning, your body gives you a message about how long it will last, how well it will carry you, and whether it's building life or slowly preparing for the end. You may not hear it, because most people wake up and rush into stress, into noise, into habits that quietly destroy them. But those who live past 90, they do something different. They move with intention. They master their mornings. And that mastery adds decades. Today, I will show you 7 simple habits that predict a long, healthy, awake life. The first moments after you wake up are far more powerful than most people realize. They set the tone not only for the rest of your day, but over time for the direction of your life. Many people wake up in a rush, checking their phones, thinking about problems, reacting to the world before they've even connected to themselves. This automatic behavior pulls the mind into chaos, drains emotional energy, and builds stress from the very beginning of the day. But those who live with longevity and vitality treat their mornings differently. They approach them with awareness, with intention, and with discipline. When you take control of your morning, you take control of your rhythm. You shift from being reactive to being intentional. The body and mind are naturally more sensitive and receptive in the early hours. This is the best time to anchor the mind in clarity, the body in calm movement, and the spirit in stillness. These early routines may seem simple: waking up early, drinking water, breathing deeply, but their effects accumulate day after day, year after year. A focused, peaceful morning helps regulate hormones, boost digestion, reduce inflammation, and stabilize the nervous system. All of this directly contributes to a longer and more energetic life. What separates those who thrive into old age from those who decline early is not luck, it's daily rhythm, and that rhythm begins in the morning. To live past 90 with health, your mornings must reflect care, attention, and stillness. Each day you wake up is a chance to reset your direction, to remind your body and mind who is in control. If you win the morning, you begin to win the day. And when you win enough days in a row, you change your entire life. Longevity is not built on extreme actions, but on small disciplines repeated consistently over time. Most people search for big changes to improve their health, but the truth lies in the quiet, simple rituals we often overlook. It is these subtle, daily habits that shape the long arc of our lives. When you commit to small actions, waking up early, stretching for 5 minutes, splashing cold water on your face, you are signaling to your body and mind that you are intentional about your health. These actions may seem minor in the moment, but when practiced every day, they build a strong foundation for a long, stable life. The body responds to consistency. Even a short period of stillness each morning can lower stress levels, strengthen the immune system, and center the mind. Hydrating first thing in the morning helps flush toxins and activate your digestive system. A simple stretch wakes up your muscles and keeps the joints fluid and mobile. You don't need to run marathons or follow complicated routines to stay well. You need to move mindfully, breathe deeply, and act with care every single day. These small habits are not just about health, they are about self-respect and self-leadership. The key is not intensity, but repetition. One quiet breath taken every day matters more than one intense session once a month. One moment of gratitude spoken each morning does more for your heart than hours of complaining or regret. When these small disciplines become part of who you are, you naturally align your body, mind, and spirit with balance and strength. Over time, they accumulate and compound, adding resilience to your system and clarity to your life. The path to living past 90 is not paved with effort, but with awareness. And awareness begins in the smallest choices you make each morning. The body is designed to move. From the moment we wake up, movement is a signal to our entire system that it is time to shift from rest to action. Yet, many people start their day in stillness, sitting, scrolling, or slouching, without activating the physical systems that keep them alive and strong. This creates stagnation, both physically and mentally. Over time, the absence of morning movement leads to stiffness, poor circulation, low energy, and a sluggish mind. But when you move your body, even for just 5 minutes, everything begins to change. Gentle movement in the morning, whether it's stretching, walking, or flowing through simple bodyweight motions, awakens the joints, activates the muscles, and tells the heart to start pumping with purpose. It improves blood flow, delivers oxygen to the brain, and loosens the tightness built up from sleep. The act of moving does not have to be extreme. It needs to be mindful, steady, and present. The goal is not exhaustion, it is activation. With this gentle awakening, the body feels alive and the mind follows. More importantly, consistent movement every morning reinforces discipline. It becomes a silent declaration to yourself, I choose health today. This small gesture, practiced daily, builds strength that protects you against injury, decline, and disease over time. People who live well into their 90s often keep their bodies in motion, not through intense exercise, but through steady daily activity. Their muscles remain supple, their bones strong, and their balance intact. Movement is the language of life. When you move, you are not just maintaining your health, you are honoring it. And in honoring your body with even the simplest of routines each morning, you are giving yourself the best chance to live long, live well, and live fully awake. In just 30 seconds, cold water can do what hours of stress management often fail to achieve. It can reset your entire nervous system. When you splash cold water on your face and the back of your neck, especially first thing in the morning, you activate the vagus nerve. This nerve is a critical part of the parasympathetic nervous system, which controls rest, digestion, and recovery. Activating it through cold exposure helps to lower your heart rate, reduce inflammation, calm anxiety, and improve focus. The effect is almost immediate, and the impact builds over time when practiced daily. Many people underestimate the power of this small act, but cold water is a natural force that demands presence. The moment it touches your skin, you are no longer thinking about the past or the future. You are fully here, fully alive. It jolts the body awake in a way that no coffee or alarm clock ever could. This instant alertness prepares you for the day with sharpness and clarity. It also strengthens mental discipline. You are choosing discomfort. You are choosing to begin your day with a challenge, no matter how small, and this trains your mind to be resilient, adaptable, and steady in the face of larger stress. This habit also requires no equipment, no cost, and no extra time. It is available to anyone, anywhere, and yet the benefits reach deeply into your nervous system, your immunity, and your energy levels. Over weeks and months, you may notice fewer colds, better digestion, more emotional balance, and increased mental clarity. All from a few seconds of water. It is a reminder that nature provides what we need, and that discipline, even in small forms, is the foundation for long and healthy living. Before the world has a chance to influence your mind each morning, you have the opportunity to shape your inner state through gratitude and intention. Most people wake up and immediately focus on what they lack, rushing into tasks, worries, or comparisons. This unconscious pattern triggers stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction, all of which wear down the body over time. But when you begin your day by consciously recognizing what is good, what is working, and what you already have, your entire nervous system shifts. Gratitude calms the brain, softens the heart, and lowers stress hormones. It brings the mind into the present moment, where peace lives. Taking just a few moments in the morning to silently or verbally acknowledge 3 things you are grateful for rewires your brain. Over time, this simple act trains your mind to focus more on what uplifts you rather than what burdens you. The more often you practice it, the more natural it becomes to find peace in the ordinary. Gratitude, even for the smallest details, a warm bed, clean air, a heartbeat, is a powerful medicine for the soul. Speaking intention adds another layer. When you declare out loud how you choose to show up in the world today, you take command of your day. Words like "I choose calm," "I choose strength," or "I choose compassion" set a tone that influences your behavior, your choices, and your mindset. These small verbal acts are not about motivation, they are about alignment. You align yourself with the person you want to become. Day by day, this becomes who you are. A long life is not only about keeping the body healthy, it's also about keeping the spirit centered. Gratitude and intention are ancient tools, available to all, that quietly build a foundation of strength, peace, and longevity. In the modern world, people are constantly surrounded by noise, digital noise, mental chatter, and emotional overwhelm. This constant stimulation keeps the mind in a state of alertness, rarely allowing it to rest. Over time, this drains the nervous system, creates chronic stress, and weakens the body. But those who live with wisdom and longevity know the value of stillness. Just 1 minute of intentional silence each morning can reconnect you with something most people have forgotten: presence. In that stillness, you are not doing anything. You are simply being, and that state of being is where true healing, clarity, and peace begin. Sitting or standing quietly without distraction, even for a short time, allows the mind to slow down. Your breath becomes more noticeable. Your thoughts begin to settle. And in that space, you become more aware of yourself, your body, and your inner environment. This awareness is not complicated or mystical. It is natural, but it requires you to stop chasing the external world and return to yourself, even briefly. The benefits of this practice compound over time. Studies have shown that moments of mindfulness and stillness help regulate blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve emotional stability. They build resilience, helping you remain calm in chaos. More importantly, presence teaches you to value the now. So many people live either in the weight of the past or in the anxiety of the future. But the present moment is the only place where life actually happens. Those who live long often have a calmness about them, a quiet strength that doesn't come from control, but from deep awareness. Practicing even 1 minute of stillness each morning helps you develop that same inner foundation. It doesn't require effort, only attention, and over years it becomes one of the most powerful habits for living fully and living long.